rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
And good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to Kewanee, Illinois, the 2-1-2, as it says just across us on the gymnasium wall, where it is the Macomb Bombers at 13-7, set to take on the 12-8 Kewanee Boilermakers here in Kewanee tonight. A little bit of a lengthy road trip through the cold and snow and everything Mother Nature's thrown us over the last 48 hours, but we've made it to Kewanee. It is Saturday night hoops, and we're set for a good one here tonight as the Bombers prepare to play the Boilermakers. A lot of close games between these two ball clubs over the last couple of years. Good evening, everybody. Justice Keene, happy to have you along with us tonight as we get set for Bomber basketball in just a little bit. As, again, we prepare to take on the Kewanee Boilermakers. Rich Fowler will be handling station engineer work along with camera duties tonight. He's to my left, so he'll be with us throughout the night as well. But we're set for Macomb and Kewanee. A lot to unpack here over the next little bit. 2:47 left in the junior varsity contest. Really good one to get the night started here. 35-34 Boilermakers with 2:47 left in the game ahead of us. We're going to take our first break of the night. When we return, we'll break down the earlier game of the week, Macomb and Canton. Go over a little bit of background on Kewanee, and then I'll have our coach's thoughts. Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson will join us, and then keys to the game, all straight ahead for you tonight as we get set for Macomb and Kewanee here on this cold Saturday night in the 2-1-2. We'll take our first break on our MDH pregame show. Back after this, you're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
We join you back in Kewanee, Illinois. Macomb and Kewanee set to go here in a little over about 20 minutes from now. Good to have you with us tonight on our MDH pregame show as we've set the scene here for you. Macomb Bombers coming off a thrilling win all the way back on Tuesday. Feels like a long time ago now that we didn't play Illini West last night because Illini West had canceled school. But Macomb beats Canton on Tuesday night earlier this week, 53-49, a game where Macomb was down double digits in the second half. They came out of the locker room. Halftime score was 23-26. Macomb trailing by 3, and then all of a sudden Canton goes on a huge run in that third quarter, turns things around and has Macomb down 10, and the Bombers fight all the way back, and it's Nolan Hogue really who was the big story in that contest, put the team on his shoulders there down the stretch, goes for 14 and helps Macomb win the game. Carter Havens, though, the leading scorer, he was big in the first half. 15 from Havens, 14 from Hogue, and 12 from Watson. Just enough to get a 53-49 win and escape the Canton Little Giants for the second time this year, And Macomb gets their 12th win, or 13th win of their 25-26 campaign. Seeking win number 14 tonight here in Kewanee. We're going to be seeking number 14 last night at home, but we lost the Illini West game last night due to weather, and Mother Nature won that one, and that game rescheduled to February 11th. Now a boys and girls doubleheader. So we'll have our first boys and girls doubleheader at the hangar for the first time since March 6th, 2021. That was that spring COVID season. And so it'll be boys-girls doubleheader on February 11th. That game will be played at Macomb High School. Boys at 6, varsity at 7:30. Both teams will play Illini West. No junior varsity will take place that night. So you got some good games still in the mixer. That game against Illini West will actually be played on the day that the seeding is due for postseason. So a little bit of implications there. And Jeremy Anderson will talk a lot probably in our pregame here about, the implications. Every game out means something. And if you want to be a team that, particularly in the subsection that Macomb is in, you want to host a first-round regional game in that quarterfinal round where you host the better team hosts the first game. You have to be able to play and win a lot of these games down the stretch. So all these games important to the Macomb Bombers. And these teams tonight, though, opposite subsectionals. Kewanee, a Class 2A team. They'll go the other way. They're either going to Farmington or Rock Ridge. The last couple of years, though, Macomb and Kewanee have been in the same subsectional. Remember, Sherrard beat Kewanee in the regional semifinals the year Macomb went to the Elite Eight. In 2024, that was a 55-45 decision, and Sherrard plays Macomb that Friday, and we all know how the rest went down. Macomb beat Sherrard and then Manual and then Rock Ridge and gets all the way to the Elite Eight, just a few minutes away from the Final Four in 2024. This Kewanee team 12-8 on their campaign this year. Dayton Ince, the head coach, took over in the summer of 2024. Overall, 27-26, second season for him. Took over for Matt Clark, who helmed the program for 4 years. 67-35 was Matt Clark. And a lot of good teams for Clark in his tenure. And, of course, that 24-25 team that Macomb saw, that team went 15-18 here at Kewanee, but really didn't feel that way. That was a really talented team for them. And ultimately just a couple of losses down the season. Last couple of games for the Boilermakers of Kewanee. A 64-41 loss for the Boilermakers to Galesburg, that game on the 20th, and then a loss at Mendota, 70-65. Same story with Kewanee. They were scheduled to play a game last night, lost that game due to Mother Nature, and Erie Prophetstown, the team they were supposed to play last night, and both schools were not in session, though. Game could have been played as it was an e-learning day, but at the end, the game was lost due to the weather, and that game will have to be rescheduled for Kewanee. So they're 12-8 coming into tonight. Upcoming for them, Ottawa on the 27th. That's Tuesday night. That game will be here at home for them. And then Princeton and Farmington all upcoming for the Kewanee Boilermakers. Kewanee out of the Three Rivers Conference, the track. Of course, you got Sherrard in there with Orion, and really it's kind of the old school Olympic Conference with a couple of other teams tossed in there. So really good conference the track is in football and basketball. So some challenging teams that Kewanee plays every year on their schedule. Macomb, upcoming for them next week, just 2 games on the schedule. A trip back to Bushnell Prairie City on Tuesday night, and a Friday night home game against the Havana Ducks. So those games upcoming for the Macomb Bombers and the Kewanee Boilermakers. We're going to take another break. When we return, we'll have more on our pregame show. We'll talk about the last couple of meetings between these two ball clubs, talk to Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson, and then get our keys to the game as we get closer to the opening tap of Macomb and Kewanee Saturday Night Hoops in the 2-1-2 here in Kewanee, Illinois. Back after this, you're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back in Kewanee, Illinois, as we get set for Macomb and the Kewanee Boilermakers in non-conference hoops tonight here. The last couple of seconds for the junior varsity contest. 38-36 now. 5.3 seconds left in the JV contest. Macomb trailing by 2 now. So a tight game down the stretch to open the night as, again, we get set for Macomb and Kewanee about 20 minutes from now, the opening tap of these two ball clubs. Last couple of meetings for the Boilermakers and the Bombers, 2-1, Macomb leading the last couple of matchups. That loss, though, actually came the year Macomb went to the Elite Eight. That game back on December 9th of 2023, 56-44. That game was played here. So the Bombers' last visit to Kewanee, unsuccessful. Double-digit loss there in here at Kewanee. So the last time Macomb visited here, the December 9th of 2023. Last year, though, a 48-36 win at the hangar, and then in 2022 it was a 58-43 win for the Bombers. That game all the way back on December 10th of 2022. So you had some good matchups in there, and only twice here we played in the new year. Normally this game is on the front half of the schedule for Macomb and Kewanee, but it's been on the other half, the second half of the season, the last couple of years. So that's just how things have came about with these two ball clubs the last couple of years and both the programs. But the Macomb Bombers successful in their last two games against the Kewanee Boilermakers in 2025 and then 2022. The only loss, or the at home rather, and then the only loss was when we visited here in 2023 on December 9th. So going to be an interesting game tonight. Macomb kind of struggled in this gym the last time we visited. That was one of those games where nobody could really get anything going and kind of a second half push, but it was not enough. And Macomb would lose it 56-44. Still unfinished with the junior varsity game, 38-36. We're in a timeout here again. About 20 minutes from now, we'll have the opening tap of Macomb and Kewanee Boilermakers. While we have a second here, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bomber basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Brian Barnhart, the voice of the Fighting Illini. He is 1-0 today. We're trying to do the same. Ironic today, Illinois and the Purdue Boilermakers. That game in West Lafayette, Indiana. Illinois gets the win over Purdue. That game in Boilermaker country as well. So we're trying to go 2-0 against the Boilermakers today. We've checked one box with the Fighting Illini, and also want to congratulate Coach Brad Underwood, former Western Illinois University assistant coach, on his 100th Big Ten win today. So phenomenal work there on the Fighting Illini front today. Really good game. And Keaton Wagler, who we saw play at the Quincy Shootout last year, and Coach Underwood was there, put on a performance today up there near Dave Downey's records. Dave Downey, the Canton graduate. So 40-plus for him today. So really good game, and always great to escape West Lafayette with a victory. So congratulations to the Orange and Blue today. Bomber Nation checking in with us. Coach Kelly Sears is with us, watching from sunny, balmy Randolph Street in Macomb, Illinois. Yeah, real sunny in Florida earlier this week, too. Wish we could have some of that weather tonight. Adair, Illinois with us. Cold and snowy Bedford, Texas. Yes, class of 1970. Everybody stay safe down there, obviously with the big snowstorm coming through the country as we speak, and we're in the midst of it now. We got viewers with us, Maple Avenue Street in Macomb, Illinois as well. Going through the list here as we continue to roll on in our pregame show as the Boilermakers win the first game 40-36. Viewers with us as well in Rochester, New York, as well as Lincoln, Illinois, Orange Beach, Alabama, Lexington, Kentucky, as well as Hayward, Wisconsin, Grand Ridge, Michigan, Downers Grove, Illinois, as well as St. Joe, Kansas, as well as Atlanta, Farmington, Illinois, and Concord, all with us as we get set for Macomb and Kewanee, Boilermakers and the Bombers coming up next on our pregame show. And we'll have the opening tap in a little over 15 minutes from now. The Boilermakers win the first game 40-36. Macomb trying to flip the script in game number 2 on the night, the marquee game with the varsity squads. 15 minutes away from the opening tap. We'll take another break. When we return, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson will join us, get his thoughts on the game and more. Again, first visit to Kewanee since December 9th of 2023. So when we return, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson joins us and more. We'll have our keys to the game as well coming up later. This is the McDonough District Hospital pregame show on the Bomber Sports Network.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
We return on our pregame show. It's our visit with the coach presented by McDonough District Hospital. Macomb and Kewanee tonight here in Kewanee, and Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson joins us. And coach, kind of an interesting road trip for us after some cold weather, postponing that Illini West game last night. So back on the hardwood tonight and a tough one in front of us.
Yeah, absolutely. This is always a really tough place to play against a really talented team. Coming off of the night where we weren't in our regular routine, and so you never know what our schedule is going to be like or what our practice situation is going to be like. So it's going to be one of those we're going to have to just survive against, right? Try to rely on our previous trainings and rely on our habits and be able to come out and compete against a really tough team.
Kewanee, a team that's been on our schedule the last couple of years, and we've had some really good matchups with them. They're a 2A team and same as us, so you know that we're going to probably get a really good game out of this one.
Oh, absolutely. They've been having a really good year. They're really talented offensively. They're very skilled. They put up a lot of points. They're very athletic, especially on their perimeter positions, and so it's going to cause us some really tough matchups when we're trying to guard them. And then they're going to pressure the ball really hard, and so it's something that we're going to have to be able to keep our poise and stay under control offensively. So, yeah, this is going to be a really tough test.
Dayton Ince, the head coach over there in his first couple of years. And one thing also about Kewanee that we know from previous experiences, they have a very deep bench.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to play a lot of guys and try to wear the other team out, you know, and get up and down and be very, very up-tempo. You know, something we talked with our guys about in practices, it's a contrast in styles, and so we have to try to make sure that we impose our style into the game and not let Kewanee impose their style into the game. And typically the team that's able to do that is the one that becomes successful. So that's kind of tough to do, right? Because sometimes guys get a little antsy or the pressure starts to bother them, and so they try to go a little faster than what they're comfortable going. And so it's something that we're going to have to make sure we control the tempo. We got to get back on defense. We got to be ready to handle the ball against their pressure, and so it's going to be a tough task.
The shot clock will be in use tonight. Haven't seen it since the holiday tournament, but at a tournament-wise, Farmington the last time we played with it, and really probably at this point, the guys pretty comfortable with it.
I think they'll be accustomed to it once we get the first couple possessions in the game. Sometimes I forget completely about it, right? Because it's not like we're trying to be very, very deliberate. But we still have to make sure that we're getting the best available shot, regardless of shot clock or not. I actually think the best defensive teams, the shot clock helps them, right? Because the other team has to keep working and keep looking to find a good shot, and maybe they get short on the clock and they'll put up an ill-advised shot. But I'd love for us to be one of those best defensive teams that the shot clock works in their advantage, but I don't think we're quite there yet.
Offensively, defensively, what have you seen with Kewanee on film?
Very, very aggressive, right? Offensively, they're going to look to attack the basket. They're going to look to drive the ball and kick out for threes. They're going to play up-tempo. They're going to look to score early in possessions. Defensively, they really pressure the ball well. They're going to play some man. They'll play some zone occasionally. But they're going to be really aggressive on the perimeter. And so we've got to make sure we're taking care of the basketball, meeting our passes, using good ball fakes. If teams are really going to press or really going to pressure on the perimeter, then we have to make sure that they're also trying to protect the basket. And so can we be smart? Can we use our offenses to get the ball down close to the basket? And then make sure we're trying to crash the glass, right? Because they are very, very aggressive on the offensive glass.
Last game for us was Tuesday night against Canton. Really tight game. You come back and win it, down double digits in the second half there. Game where probably the guys pretty tired afterwards, but what can you take out of those tight games and use them here as we head towards postseason and a tough game again here tonight with Kewanee?
I think one of the things we learned out of that Canton game is we got to make sure we're playing the entire game, right? We didn't get off to a very good start in that game defensively. We let them get right to the basket, the first 3 or 4 possessions, and then we got ourselves in a big deficit, and then we had to claw our way back into it. We have to have that urgency defensively right from the tip. And I think if we do that, we give ourselves a lot better chance to be successful in these games, whether it's against Kewanee or Illini West or whoever we're going to play. We have to have that urgency defensively right from the get-go.
Keys to the game for tonight.
Well, we're going to have to make sure we get back in transition. They're really, really going to look to push the ball. We've got to try to stay in front. They're going to look to attack the basket off the dribble and then give them one shot because they are very aggressive on the offensive glass. And then when we have the ball, we have to avoid live ball turnovers, right? Because live ball turnovers typically mean easy baskets at the other end. We've got to make sure that we don't fall into the trap of taking the first available shot. We've got to force Kewanee to play some defense so we can get best available shot and then try to get some second chances ourselves.
One of those games that probably coaches are going to look at come postseason time for seeding and bracket-wise. Obviously, Kewanee, a team that's in that opposite subsectional than us, but still a 2A team and still a team that we've seen in the postseason the last couple of years. And, two, given that Illini West, that game pushed back a little bit back to February 11th.
I think any game now is important as far as your seeding is concerned. You know, you're getting into kind of the dog days sort of your schedule where we have a couple of weeks here before the voting takes place. And so when guys look at those seeding charts, they're going to look, okay, how have they done recently? And that sometimes sways people's decision. I don't think our kids even worry about that type of thing. They're just ready to compete and ready to play. And then I think that's more of coaches saying, well, shoot, we got to try to get ourselves into this position or that position. But seeding-wise, one of the things I think is going to be critical for us is if we try to stay in that top 8, right? We want to avoid going on the road in that quarterfinal game. And so any of these games leading up to the seeding is going to be important.
All right, Coach, very good. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson with us. It's our McDonough District Hospital pregame show. We'll take another break. Back with Macomb and Kewanee, more from KHS, Boilermaker Country. After this, you're watching Macomb basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
We return in Kewanee. It's our McDonough District Hospital pregame show. We get set for the Boilermakers and the Bombers here in about 6 minutes. Game tonight will feature the 35-second shot clock. Again, you heard Jeremy Anderson talk about it in the pregame conversation when we visited with him there, that the guys are getting used to it. Obviously, kind of getting seasoned to it with the holiday tournament in there now, and then you played with it at Farmington this year too. So Kewanee and Macomb going to use the 35-second shot clock. You better get used to it now because there's no turning back, because when we throw the ball up for real in November of 2026, it will be up and rolling. The 35-second shot clock rule in effect next basketball season officially. But as we continue to wind down this year's basketball season, will not be used in the postseason, so no worries there. But tonight, in effect, 35-second shot clock up and rolling here as we get set for tip-off. Let's take a look at our keys to the game here, our Keens keys to the game for Macomb and Kewanee on your screen now. Number one for us tonight, tempo. Kewanee is up pace. They like to play fast, and they like to shoot the three ball. We cannot let their tempo dictate tonight's game. We have to set our tempo, do what we do, and do what we do best, and that's run our offense, and Jeremy Anderson will tell you the same thing there. Number two, ball security, and that goes back to tempo. Take care of the ball tonight. We got to be able to take care of the ball offensively and be aware on defense too. Kewanee is going to be up-tempo, and they're going to be up-tempo on both offense and defense. So let's take care of the ball and play smart. Number three, let's win the rebounding battle. Use our post guys effectively. We saw it in the last couple of games. Nolan Hogue was big against Canton the other night. Nick Elby stepped up in the second half of the season too. So we got to use our post guys effectively tonight and win the rebounding battle, because those rebounds can help you win the game. Canton, a perfect example of that. Macomb outlasts them just by a couple of points. So let's win the rebounding battle tonight as well. Those are the keys to the game that will lead us to a Bomber victory here in Kewanee tonight. We're 4 minutes away from the opening tap here. Let's meet our starting lineups here. Kewanee going with their traditional five. Davion Robertson, number one. Number two, Isaiah Ince. Griffin Hicks, 5. Chris Croy, 10. And Jose Martinez, 34. Dayton Ince, the head coach in his second season, overall 27 and 26. For the Macomb Bombers, no surprises here. Drew Watson at the guard with Isaac Lineball, Carter Havens at one forward, and then the post players Hogue and Elby for the Bombers. Jeremy Anderson, the head coach. Brian Langworthy, Zach Keene, the assistants for Macomb. 3:45 away from the opening tap of Macomb and Kewanee. The battle of the orange and black here tonight in Kewanee, Illinois. The 2-1-2. We'll take one more final break. When we return, it's Macomb and Kewanee. The lineup's national anthem from KHS after this. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. This has been a presentation of the MDH pregame show from Learfield.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Set to roll here for Macomb and Kewanee, a non-conference battle between the track conference and the Prairieland conference. Kewanee out of the Three Rivers Athletic Conference. Of course, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, you got Orion in there, you got Sherrard in there, Monmouth Roseville, Rock Ridge. So really a little bit of the old school Olympic Conference with a couple of other teams tossed in there as well. Macomb out of the Prairieland, and they'll get a couple of Prairieland Conference games in next week. Girls basketball was in action earlier today. They went over at Table Grove, beating South Fulton this morning in their annual Pink Day game. So Coach Elby already seasoned with the game today. He made the long trip over here to watch his son Nick play here tonight. So nice win for the girls this morning. The officials heading towards the scores table here, and the final pregame shots up for the Macomb Bombers here as they look for win number 14 tonight here in Kewanee. Tough place to play. Again, did not win here the last time we visited on December 9th of 2023. The year Macomb went to the Elite Eight, they were unsuccessful in getting a win here, but that's still that early part of the season, and really things didn't really fully click until that second half, and Macomb, of course, goes on that historic run to the IHSA Class 2A Elite Eight all the way in Springfield. Horn sounds, we'll get set to send it to our public address announcer and meet the starting lineups, and we'll have our national anthem here momentarily as well from Kewanee High School. The local American Legion in the house tonight. Always cool when you can have this. They'll present the colors here for us, and always cool when you can have this done in person. We've seen it at Farmington as well. So we'll send it down to our PA announcer for the opening introductions. This has been the MDH pregame show on the Bomber Sports Network. Still holding off here for a couple of more seconds. Again, getting set for the opening introductions. After their school song here, we're set to go. Let's go down to the PA announcer now and for tonight's opening introductions for Macomb and Kewanee, the Boilermakers and the Bombers. Saturday Night Hoops now on the Bomber Sports Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Kewanee High School and to Brown Gymnasium for this evening's non-conference varsity basketball game between our visitors, the Macomb Bombers, and your Kewanee Boilermakers. Will everyone please stand for the presentation of the colors by the local VFW Post 8078. Please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our great country and those that have served and are currently serving to protect our freedoms with the playing of our national anthem.
Get set to go here as we get the colors taken off the floor here. Remain standing as they take the colors out of here. Thank you to the local Legion for presenting the colors tonight. Again, always cool when you can have that done. We see it done every couple of years at Farmington when we visit, so really cool, the little bit of the added entrance there. So let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Go back to our PA announcer for the Macomb Bombers.
A senior, number 1, Derek Watson. A junior, number 3, Nick Elby. A senior, number 5, Isaac Leinbach. And a junior, number 12, Carter Haven. Macomb is coached by Jeremy Anderson.
So they'll roll the intro video on the far side of the screen here as we get set. Let's pause 10 seconds.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine.
Back in 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bomber basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bomber Sports Network.
Macomb and the Boilermakers ready to go here from Kewanee, Illinois. And we send it back for the Kewanee Boilermakers. Ready to go here from Kewanee, Illinois, the 2-1-2. Bombers Boilermakers, the battle of the orange and black here tonight in Kewanee. Non-conference hoops on this cold and snowy Saturday afternoon. If you're listening in, please be safe out there tonight as the winter weather continues to roll in from around the country. Going to be a cold and snowy weekend around the Midwest, so everybody be safe out there. We'll continue to monitor that. Bombers and the Boilermakers. Here we go from Kewanee. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Up and underway. Kewanee wins the opening tap, and the Boilermakers move from our left to right as we see it from the top of the gymnasium here in Kewanee, Illinois. In the lane, almost a travel there. No call out of the left corner. Crowey with it at the top of the key. Drives to the free throw line under pressure from Nolan Hogue. Hogue picks it up. And the Bombers will get their first look at the basketball tonight here in Kewanee. The student section fired up there in the right-hand corner. Nolan Hogue left side. Back to Isaac Lineball at the top. Bombers will set the offense here. 20 on the shot clock. Hogue gets it stripped away from him, and the Boilermakers take it back here. To the hoop. Go the Boilermakers. Back out right corner is Isaiah Ince. 25 of the shot clock. The Boilermakers moving around the outside perimeter here. Scoreless, 60 seconds into this contest. Free throw line is Robinson to the basket. Up and in, scoring a foul. And the Boilermakers will strike first in the non-conference contest. So Nolan Hogue will pick up the first foul of the night. His first, team first as well. Davion Robinson can go for the first three tonight. Missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Crowey on the rebound, and the Boilermakers take it back here. In the lane, turn around, toss up and in. And it is a 4-0 run to start the game. Griff Hicks puts it up and in. And Kewanee, first two baskets of the game in their favor. Line ball, free throw line, pulls up, missed it. In and out, no good. Off of the Boilermakers, and it will stay with the Macomb Bombers. 6:38 to play. Shot clock at 20. Watson will take it out of bounds underneath the Bombers basket. At the top is Isaac Lineball. Watson pulls up for three. Right side of the floor. Buries it. So Watson will cut the Kewanee lead to 1, and the Bombers are on the board for the first time tonight on the road on this cold and chilly Saturday evening in Kewanee. Hicks with it. At the top of the key, Davion Robinson. Top of the key, three ball from Martinez won't go, and the rebound to the Macomb Bombers. Watson crossed the Boilermaker at mid-floor, 6 minutes to play in the opening quarter. It is Hogue, back out to Elby. Elby to Lineball at the top of the key. Dribble drive from Lineball, back out at the left court is Watson for three. Missed it, air ball. And that'll fire up the student section over there as they chant air ball. 5:50 to play. 4-3 Boilermakers here, just getting underway in Kewanee. Non-conference contest here tonight. Ince will bring it across the 10-second line for the Boilermakers. Out of the top of the key, knocked out of his hands by Isaac Lineball. And the Boilermakers will keep the basketball. So in the backcourt for Isaiah Ince. Drive to the right block for the Boilermakers. In for Ince. Ince pulls up, missed it. Tapped off of his hands into the hands of Nolan Hogue and the Macomb Bombers. Watson will bring it up to line ball and set the offense. Left court is Havens to a wide open line ball underneath to the big man Elby to put it up and in. And the Bombers grab their first lead of the evening, 5-4, and Macomb in front by 1. Into the right court for Isaiah Ince. Ince to the top of the key to Martinez. Back out Robinson, and the Boilermakers will run the offense here. 4:50 to play in the opening quarter. It's 5-4 Bombers. Bombers on the steal here. Watson to push to the basket, up, and he got it. 7-4, and Watson's got 5 of the 7 for the Bombers tonight. Right wing for the Boilermakers. Now to the left block for Hicks, and back on the around the arc. Martinez at the top of the key. In the free throw line, Robinson. Left corner three now, no good from Hicks. Tapped around, and the Boilermakers able to recover. Off the foot, and we're going to have a foul called against Macomb. That will be line ball, his first, team second. 7-4 Bombers, 4:19 to go here, just getting underway in Kewanee. Right corner is Ince. Back out to the top of the key is Crowe. 4:10 to play in the first quarter. Double team from the big man Hogan Elby. Boilermakers get it out. Ince from beyond the arc, nothing but net. Buries the three. And Ince ties the ball game all square at 7. 3:50 to play in the first quarter. Watson at the top of the key for the Macomb Bombers. Back out right corner, dribble drive from line ball, trying to go all the distance, and he does. Puts it up and in. 9-7, and the Bombers will keep their biggest lead of the night at 2. Back in front, 9-7. 3:37 to go in the contest. Right corner, Griff Hicks. In the lane to the big man Martinez. Puts it up off the back iron, no good. Tapped around, Bombers win it. And Havens is fouled as he crosses the 10-second line. Chris Crowe picks up the foul. It'll be his first. Team first as well. And Kellen Martin and Cooper Hobson into the ballgame for Jeremy Anderson. Nick Elby and Isaac Lineball take a seat. 3:27 to go here in the first quarter. 9-7 Bombers by 2 here on the road tonight. In the left court, it's Carter Havens. Back out top of the key is Watson. He'll pull up for 3. No good. Tapped right back into his hands. He'll drive and go to the free throw line. Back out right block, Kellen Martin. Martin to Hogue. The big man puts it up and in. Bombers got to use their post players effectively tonight. Right now, they do. Hogue and Elby doing the work out there. Hogue on that one. Hobson with the rebound off the missed Boilermaker shot. Watson will push the other way. 2:47 to go in the quarter. Martin back out to Hogue at the top of the key. In the lane is Martin. Back out Havens, drives to the basket, puts it up, used every part of the rim and missed it. Martin in the left front court, back to Watson, top of the key, drives to the free throw line, looking for help, wide open Havens. Back out and recovered by the Boilermakers. Griff Hicks trying to go all the way. He's double teamed from Kellen Martin and Nolan Hogue, and Watson tips it out of his hands and crosses the Boilermaker in the mid-floor now. Watson in the lane, backs out with 25 on the shot clock, 2:13 game clock. Left corner is Carter Havens. Havens to Martin for 3 at the top of the key. Missed it. Tapped around into the hands of Cooper Hobson. Hobson and tie-up between Cooper Hobson and Griff Hicks. And it will be Bomber basketball. 2:01 to play in the first quarter. So back to Macomb here underneath their own basket. Havens to take it out here. Watson, right corner, drives to the free throw line. Down to 15 of the shot clock to shoot. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic off the bench now. Watson, top of the key, looking down to 8 and 7 to shoot. Havens, dribble drive to the left block, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Cooper Hobson, tapped around, and it's the Boilermakers on the push. Crowe with it, steadies things out to Martinez at the top of the key. Right corner, 3 on the way. Ince missed it, made the first one he took tonight, and a foul against the Boilermakers. So Davon Robinson, his first, team second. So back out for Macomb here underneath the Kewanee basket. Havens and Watson in the backcourt to bring it up. 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Macomb 11, Kewanee 7 here on the road tonight in the 2-1-2. Right corner is Kellen Martin, back top of the key, Watson. Watson to Carter Havens in the right corner now with 15 in the shot clock. Havens with it to Hogue. Hogue will drive, try to go all the way to the hoop, puts it up, missed it. Shot clock didn't reset. Now it did, and a foul. Both players go down on the floor. We'll see who it goes to. That'll be Robinson of Kewanee, his second, team third. And Macomb will keep the basketball. So Watson to be the inbounder. 1:04 to play here in the first quarter. 20 on the shot clock. Right into the big man, Nolan Hogue. Down and up. Missed it. And the Boilermakers recover from our left to right as we view it. Into the lane, to the basket. Up and good. For the Boilermakers. And it's 11-9 with 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Hobson, free throw line, back out to Drew Watson. 37 seconds to play in the first quarter. Watson to the left block. Back out Kellen Martin. Wide open dribble drive for him. Up, missed it. Put back Hogue, missed it. Tapped around and the Boilermakers recover. Shot clock will go off with 27 seconds to play in the quarter. Havens recovers it from the Boilermakers. Dead on sprint to the basket. Up, missed it. Put back Hogue, can't get it to go. 3 times not the charm, but finally a foul called. Be Kewanee's fourth. And Davon Robinson just picked up his third foul in the first quarter. And probably a sub coming in for him for Dayton Ince. Hogue's first free throw of the night, married it. 12-9, Macomb back in front by 3. So Hayden Katz in for Macomb. Second free throw for Hogue. Almost airballed it. Rebound Cooper Hobson. 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Jeremy Anderson up directing traffic. 10 seconds left. Here is Havens on the outside. Back out corner is Kellen Martin. 5 and 4. Martin drives. Back out to the corner. Right corner three. Martin got it. They're going to wave it off because it hit the shot clock. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. 12-9, Macomb will lead by 3. After this, you're watching the Bomber Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today.
Fresh, local, and convenient. At Jackson Street Market, we've got everything you need. From the daily essentials and friendly service, stop in today and see why we're more than just a market. We're your neighborhood store. Jackson Street Market, right around the corner, always here for you.
Back with you here in Kewanee, Illinois. It's Macomb and the Boilermakers. Second quarter action underway. Macomb hanging on by 3. Could have been 6, but Kellen Martin's buzzer beater hits the top of the shot clock and drops, and they wave it off. So Boilermaker basketball as we get the second quarter underway. First shot won't go. Boilermakers on the rebound. Second one no good from Crowley. Rebound Kellen Martin and the Bombers. Colin Adams out there for Macomb out of the break, and Hayden Katz, Isaac Lineball, Nick Elby, and Kellen Martin, returners out of the quarter break. Top of the key, Lineball, dribble drive at the free throw line to Elby. The big man puts it up, and they're going to wave it off. Say the foul's on the floor. That'll go against Kewanee. Their first of the quarter. And out of bounds for the Boilermakers, or for the Bombers, rather. Left corner three on the way. Kellen Martin, he'll miss it. Tangle for it. Bombers able to recover. Isaac Lineball. Kellen Martin drives, puts one up, missed it. Rebound Boilermakers in the lane. 7:07 to play. Just getting the second quarter started here. Macomb hanging on by 3. Left corner three for the Boilermakers. Good for Slover. So Slover buries it, and we're tied at 12 just like that. Student section has come alive here. Right corner three, no good. Kellen Martin missed it. Rebound out to Colin Adams. In the left court is Isaac Lineball. Back out top of the key. Martin for three. Buried it. Bombers back in front by 3. Kellen Martin makes his first basket of the night. Could have had 6. That one just didn't hit the top of the back iron before the break. 6:25 to go. Hicks with a drive. Back out right corner for DeWante. 6:15 to play in the first half. Right corner drive up and no good for Martinez. Out of bounds, and it stays with Kewanee. Havens, Hogue, and Watson back out there for the Macomb Bombers. And Adams, Katz, and Martin will take a seat. Tapped around, out of bounds, and it'll stay with Kewanee. .604 to play here. Shot clock at 20. Resets with the dead ball. Back out to Hicks at the top of the key. In the quarter now with 5:57 and a travel back to Macomb. With 5:58 to play here. Watson and Havens will bring it up into the front court across the Boilermaker at mid-floor. Down low, it is Watson, and he's fouled. Arjon picks up the foul, his second. Watson's first free throw, no good. We get one more free throw here for Drew Watson. 15-12, Bombers in front by 3. Second one up and good. And Macomb back to 4 with the lead. 1 of 2 goes Watson. 5:40 to play in the first half at 16-12 Macomb. Right corner for the Boilermakers. Slover with it, buried a 3 just a little bit ago. Dribble drive for the Boilermakers to the basket. Up, no good, off the front of the rim. The second attempt, no good. Tapped around. Somebody's got to finally grab it. Drew Watson recovers, and the Bombers will go to our right from left as we view it at the top of the gym here. Hogue with it, back out left corner for Carter Havens. Havens to Lineball to Elby, back to Lineball. Lineball trying to find a path, won't work. Back out for Drew Watson and Nolan Hogue with 17 on the shot clock. Lineball at the top of the key. He'll drive, go to the basket, wide open opportunity and in, and the lead to 6 for the Bombers, 18-12, and Isaac Lineball has 4 on the night now. 18-12, 4:55 to play in the first half. Foul in the back, that will probably be on, we'll see, maybe Hogue. So that'll be Lineball, his second, team first, and Hicks will shoot free throws for the Boilermakers. So the first one no good there for Hicks. Stays with the lone basket on the night. 4:48 to go in the first half. The second one for Hicks on the way, and he missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Macomb Bombers and the orange and black of Macomb. Across the timeline goes Lineball. He's trying to go the distance for Macomb, missed it. Elby there trying to get a hand on it, and it will stay with Macomb out of bounds. Dayton Ince wants a timeout. It's a full. We will pause for one as well. 18-12, Macomb in front by 6 in non-conference hoops on a cold Saturday evening in Kewanee. After this is the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today. Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Back in Kewanee, Illinois, Bomber Nation checking in with us tonight. With us in Quincy, Illinois, as well as Champaign, Illinois. Yes, home of the Fighting Illini's Keaton Wagler, who scored 46 in the Illinois win over Purdue. Pike County Gulf Shores, Alabama, class of 1970 with us. Macomb, Adair, and cold, snowy Decatur, Illinois, all with us tonight, as well as Chatham, Illinois. Good to have you with us. Yes, that Illini game. Listen to it on the way over. What a win. The Boilermakers have been conquered once today. We need to conquer one more set of Boilermakers in front of us. That's the Kewanee Boilermakers. Watson tried to beat the shot clock, and he made the basket. They're going to wave it off, and it will be Kewanee basketball. So first shot clock violation of the night, 4:16 mark of the second quarter. That Illini win also, Brad Underwood, former Western Illinois University assistant coach under Jim Kerwin, 100th Big Ten victory this afternoon. So congratulations to him as well, former Macomb homie. The jumper from the left wing, it's good. For the Boilermakers, Chris Crowey couldn't get one to fall earlier, but now he does, and we are back to a three-point game. 18-15 in the student section of Kewanee comes alive once again tonight as the Boilermakers head to the defensive end. LB in the lane, puts it up, missed it, didn't touch the rim. Rebound Boilermakers, 3:33 to play in the first half. Ends to bring it up the floor. They'll push to the right-hand corner. Griff Hicks with it, hit a three earlier in the ball game. 3:23 left in the first half, 20 on the shot clock. Left side of the floor is Griff Hicks. Back top of the key is Isaiah Ince. Right into the hands of Carter Havens. He'll intercept it with 3:10 to play in the first half. Havens in the right court. Volleyball line is Cooper Hobson. Left corner is Drew Watson. Dribble drive to the basket. Havens, what do we got? Offensive foul. And that will go against Carter Havens. His first, team second. Ball comes loose on the floor. Boilermakers able to recover. Top of the key is Hicks. Hicks at the free throw line. Backs out. Long three ball. No good. Tapped around. And the Boilermakers recover it off the left hand of Carter Havens. 2:29 to play in the quarter. Drive from the Boilermakers. Not able to work with the double team of Hobson and Watson down there in the lane. Boilermakers to the basket. Up and good. Chris Crowey finds a path. And we're back to a one-point game. And Jeremy Anderson wants a 30-second timeout. Macomb had the lead at 6, and now it's back to 1. 30-second timeout. Jeremy Anderson, 18-17. And Macomb loses their lead here. It's going to be only 1. Big as 6 in the first half tonight here in Kewanee. A lengthy road trip for the Bombers here. We're back at home next Friday now. Lost the home game last night due to weather. That was supposed to be Illini West, probably one of the bigger 2A games of the week. Again, between Macomb and Illini West would have been the third meeting between the teams. That rescheduled to February 11th. Going to be a boys and girls varsity doubleheader. So that'll be the first doubleheader between the two programs since March 6th, 2021. That spring COVID season. Macomb girls and boys both played Bushland Prairie City on a Saturday afternoon. Back out of Jeremy Anderson's timeout. The lead cut to 1 here for the Macomb Bombers. 2 minutes to play in the first half, trying to get to the locker room with the lead. Front right court is Kellen Martin. To the corner is Carter Havens. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Right block, Cooper Hobson. Back out to the corner for Carter Havens. He traveled back to Kewanee in the gym. Starting to get fired up now with the Boilermakers. A chance to take a lead with the basket. Left to right go the Boilermakers. Ince to bring it up across the timeline. 27 on the shot clock, 1:40 game clock. Ince to the basket, missed it, tapped around. Ball loose on the floor, recovered by Drew Watson finally and the Macomb Bombers. 1:30 left in the first half. Watson back out. Elby at the top of the key with it. Right corner three. Watson missed it. Rebound Kellen Martin in the lane. Off the back iron, no good. Loose again. Martin tips it into the hands of Elby to put it up and in. And the Bombers are back in front by 3. 20-17 with 1:04 to play in the first half. Ince ahead, and now we have a foul. Arjan will shoot the free throws for Kewanee. Havens will pick up his second. Team third and 2 free throws. 1:03 left in the first half. The first one up and good. Lead is back at 2. The second one is up, got them both, and the lead is back at 1 with the 2 free throws made by the Boilermakers. 20-19, 63 seconds left in this first half. Watson to line ball from the backcourt here. 60 seconds to play in the first half. Line ball under some pressure, delivers to Watson. 53 seconds to play. Right corner, Nick Elby. Out top to Drew Watson. Clock will keep rolling here. 22 on the shot clock. Elby up, good. 22-19. Elby with 6 in the first half now. 40 seconds to go here. 30 on the shot clock. 10-second separation. Ince, dribble drive to the right block. In the lane to Hicks. Back out 3 ball. Bang, it's good. DeWante buries it. And we're tied at 22. 20 seconds to play. No shot clock and a foul against the Boilermakers. Griff Hicks, his first, team third. Underneath the basket for the Bombers here. 18-4 left in the first half. Watson to inbound. Out to the front court for Kellen Martin. Down to 15 seconds. Tipped out of bounds. Stays with Macomb. 15.2 left. Watson inbounds to the backcourt. Kellen Martin, 10 seconds here to Watson. 9 and 8. At the free throw line, double teamed, under pressure. Martin with 4 seconds. Got to beat the horn here. Left corner is Cooper Hobson. Kellen Martin for 3 to beat the horn. Missed it. And we're all tied at 22 as we head to the locker room and the halftime break. 22 all. Take a break, back with the halftime report after this. All square at 22 after 2 quarters of play on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
On our halftime report here from Kewanee, all square at 22. Macomb and Kewanee here in non-conference action. Tight game thus far. Kind of the same way it was between the Boilermakers in West Lafayette and the Illini this afternoon. Same story here. Got to be a close one until the finale here. 22 all, 8 minutes here left in the halftime break. Macomb and Kewanee here. Halftime numbers for you. Nolan Hogue with 3 for Macomb. 4 points for Isaac Linebaugh, a 3-ball in the second quarter for Kellen Martin. Elby and Watson lead Macomb with 6 apiece. 22 in total for the Macomb Bombers. Kewanee 22 points as well. Davion Robinson with a basket in the first quarter. Ince adds 3, 2 points. Griff Hicks, 5 from Crowey. Slaver adds a 3-ball. DeWante adds a 3-ball. And then Arjan adds 4. 22 in total. Quarter scores 12-9 Macomb after 1, and all square at 22 at the halftime break. Macomb doesn't outscore Kewanee in the second quarter, though. 13-10, Kewanee in favor. Free throw-wise, Macomb 2 of 4, and Kewanee 2 of 5 in that first half. 22 all here at the halftime break. While we have a second here, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bomber Sports Network.
So the final game of the week, what was supposed to be a 3-game week, cut to 2 with the weather last night. It was an Illini West cancellation. It was not a Macomb cancellation on the game last night. Had some people ask about that. No, Macomb did not cancel that game. So it was an Illini West cancellation because they did not have school. And I believe it was probably a non-e-learning day for Illini West. Therefore, they probably can't have any activities. An e-learning day in our district still counts as a in-school day. Therefore, you can have some activities if the weather allows and whatnot. So that's the way the things fall for Illini West and Macomb. We're back at it. It will be February 11th at 7:30. That the boys' game. Girls' game will be at 6 o'clock in the varsity game. So it'll be a good one. 6 and 7:30. That game back at February 11th. Macomb and Illini West. We're going to take another break on the halftime report. All square at 22 as we head to the last 16 minutes of basketball. It's Macomb and Kewanee. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back in Kewanee, Illinois on our halftime report here. 4 minutes left in the break. want to extend a thank you to Dr. Kurt Oldfield, who joined us for the Canton game earlier in the week on Tuesday night. Had a lot of fun. It was a really good game, perfect game. It has been the last 2 years, and Macomb has escaped the battle with Canton the last 2 years. Every time Dr. Oldfield has joined us, so maybe we need to get him to a couple of more games. But we're going to do it again next year when the Bombers visit Alice Ingersoll on the schedule next year. So the plan is to have Dr. Oldfield back with us for a ball game next year. So always good to have him join us, and a lot of good things happening around the Spoon River College community, from Macomb to their main location in Canton, Rushville, and Havana. So all good things, and good to have him with us. 3:35 left in the halftime break. 2 games next week for Macomb. Bushel Prairie City Monday night will take a short 20-minute drive cross county, and then we'll end the week with a home game next Friday, 1 week from yesterday, Macomb and Havana. So a couple of conference games next week, and then a couple of games back to non-conference, a trip to Rock Ridge in that first game of February. So a couple of games coming up for Macomb. We continue to wind down towards the postseason. One final break, back with second half action for Macomb and Kewanee. After this is the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
The second half about to commence here in Kewanee. We're all square at 22 as we prepare to get the third quarter underway. Thanks for being with us tonight. Cold and snowy. That's the 2 words to describe this weekend. Going to be a interesting night of weather, and then it's supposed to be cold again tomorrow. So, again, everybody stay safe out there. And if you're traveling tonight, do your best to stay safe as well. Trying to look out the window behind us. Believe the snow probably has stopped, but it was a snowy trip over here as it began to fall. I believe we're going to get some more overnight. So do be safe out there as Mother Nature works around the Midwest and around the country. Looks like Southern Illinois is going to be a place to avoid over the next couple of weeks. So we extend our best to all those folks down there. Ready to get the second half underway. Macomb will have the basketball out of the locker room. 22 all. Macomb biggest lead at 6 tonight. And it is all square as we get the second half underway here in less than 30 seconds. Bombers trying to beat the Boilermakers back-to-back years. Last victory January 25th, about a year ago this time. January 25th, 2025, 48-36. That victory at the hangar, but the last visit here on December 9th of 2023, the season, Macomb went to the Elite Eight, a double-digit loss in early December. Isaac Lineball will take it out for the Macomb Bombers here. 8 minutes on the clock. Here we go, underway with second half action from Boilermaker country here in Kewanee. Watson brings it up into the front court for the Macomb Bombers. 7:50 game clock, 23 on the shot clock. Boilermaker student section into it tonight. Top of the key is Lineball. Right corner is Elby. Elby to Hogue to put it up and in, and the Bombers will strike first out of the locker room. Macomb back in front, 24-22, and Hogue has 5 on the night for Macomb. Boilermakers, their first look at the basketball out of the locker room. Hicks with it into the left front court. Martinez, top of the key, back to Hicks, left corner. They'll switch back and forth. In the lane now. Floater. Good. Robinson puts it up and in. 24 all. Back all square again. Got to be back and forth until the end unless one of these teams can pull away. Just hasn't looked like that yet tonight. Watson at the left block. Drives. Kicks out line ball. Dribble drive from line ball in the lane. Double teamed. Under pressure. Needs help. Throws it into the hands of Griff Hicks. And the Boilermakers will head from our right to left. Hicks into the front court at the volleyball line. 6:40 to play in the third quarter. Hicks to the basket. Up, no good. Off the rim, and the Bombers on the rebound. Watson crosses the timeline into the right court. Watson will drive at the right block to Elby. Elby back to Watson, right corner. Bombers will swing it around the outside perimeter with Havens in the left corner now. He'll throw it right out of bounds, intended for Isaac Lineball, who was underneath the hoop, but the pass just a little too far. And it will be back to Kewanee. 24 all, 6:22 to play in the third quarter. Kewanee back with it. Front court, Ince. He'll drive to the left block. Back out left corner now. It is Hicks. Hicks trying to go all the way and does. And Kewanee is back in front. Abe Hicks with the basket, his first of the night. (26-24). Hogue back to line ball at the top of the key for the Bombers. Left court is Carter Havens. Havens with it, under pressure. Back to Watson at the top of the key. Drives at the free throw line, backs out, 5:30 to go for three. Yes! Watson will give the Bombers the 1 point advantage. 9 points for him. 27-26 Macomb. 5:20 to play, third quarter. Crowey with it for three at the top of the key for the Boilermakers. Missed it. Rebound Drew Watson. Watson to the front court. Drives at the free throw line. 360. Back out to Hogue to the left corner for Carter Havens. Back three ball Watson. Missed it. Rebound Boilermakers. Can take the lead with a basket. Robinson trying to go all the way. Missed it. Put back. Denied. Ince on the rebound. 4:49 to play in the third quarter. Quarter three. Ince missed it off the front of the rim. The rebound by Watson. Scooped up, though, by Crowey at the midcourt line. Tapped back into the hands of Elby. Bad offense right now. Jeremy Anderson not happy with his team's offense. Drew Watson will be at the volleyball line and set things up. Right court for Isaac Lineball. 4:25 to play in quarter number three here in Kewanee tonight. Left court is Carter Havens. Watson at the top. Watson drives, right block. Back out Havens. Puts it up and in. 29-26, Carter Havens puts it in. And the lead is back at three. In the lane, back off the back iron for Robinson. Good, 29-28. Bombers hanging in front by one. Here is Lineball. Back out to Havens. 3:45 to play. Floater from Havens got it to go. 31-28. And Havens slow to get up after he made the basket. He's going to slowly walk off the floor. And Jeremy Anderson is going to take the 30-second timeout. Impressive basket there from Havens to put it up. He'll take a seat on the play. Zach Keene in the huddle talking things over with the team now with Jeremy Anderson. So 31-28. Macomb will be in front by three. Out of this 30-second timeout, Macomb 3 timeouts left in the night. Kewanee's got 4. And we'll see. Havens will be back out there. If Jeremy Anderson would not have called the timeout, he would have had to sit. So that's probably why. Give him a minute to catch his breath and get back out. So Kewanee basketball in the backcourt here from our right to left. Isaiah Ince will bring it up across the Boilermaker at mid-floor. 3:35 to play in quarter number 3. Macomb in front by just 3. Kewanee trying to apply the pressure here on this offensive turn. 20 on the shot clock. Into the right corner. Back out for Hicks. And Robinson. 13 to shoot. In the left court is Hicks. Drives at the free throw line with 5 and 4 to shoot. Out of bounds, stays with Kewanee. 3 on the shot clock, doesn't reset to 20. Got to be quick here. Ince to inbound. Tipped by Hobson, and the Bombers recover in the backcourt. Watson will bring it up here. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. 31-28, Macomb by 3. Kellen Martin, right corner. Free throw line, back out to Hogue at the top of the key. Left corner is Watson. Watson pulls up for 3 in the left corner, missed it. Didn't touch the rim. Kellen Martin tripped up, catches himself in a hold against Kewanee. So Isaiah Ince, his first, team first as well. Bomber basketball out of bounds. Havens to inbound for Macomb. Right corner is Watson. Watson, floater from the right block, missed it. Tapped around, grabbed by Cooper Hobson. Bombers recover, and it's Watson to bring it out in front. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. 31-28 Bombers on the road tonight. Right corner drive, Kellen Martin. Back out to Watson, and the Boilermakers are going to hustle it down. Watson was going to let it go. They missed the layup. Kellen Martin is fouled on recovery, and Jeremy Anderson not happy that Drew Watson just let it go. So that'll be 2 against Griff Hicks of Kewanee. Second personal for him, team second as well. And back to Macomb here. 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Across the midcourt line for Drew Watson. Out in the right court. Martin at the top of the key now. Drives, kicks ahead to Carter Havens to the basket, up and in. 33-28. Macomb trying to find a way to separate themselves from the Boilermakers tonight. DeWante fires a 3 off the back iron, no good, tipped out of bounds. And it will stay with Kewanee. Griff Hicks to take it out for the Boilermakers. 1:42 to play. Third quarter, 33-28. And we got a foul. No, it's got to be against Kewanee. Everybody initially thought it was going to be against Macomb. That will be against Kewanee. Chris Crowey, his second, team third. So Bomber basketball from the backcourt. Nolan Hogue under some pressure. 1:37 to play. Hogue loses it, out of bounds. Back to Kewanee. And into the front court for the Boilermakers. Chance to cut into the Macomb lead. Off the back iron, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Tapped around. Boilermakers pick it up and recover. Left corner drive from Hicks. Back ahead to Crowey, and a foul. And Havens will pick up his third. Team first. Griff Hicks to inbound for Kewanee. 1:19 on the game clock now. 20 on the shot clock. Left corner 3 on the way. No good for Crowey. Rebound Nolan Hogue and the Macomb Bombers. 1:07 to play. Watson into the front court. 33-28. Macomb hanging on in this one in Kewanee tonight. Free throw line, Hobson almost lost it. Hogue able to recover it. Watson, front court. Stolen away. Watson recovers. Left corner, Havens dribble drive. Puts it up. Floater, missed it. Goes down, out of bounds, and Macomb basketball. 47 seconds to play in the third quarter. Isaac Lineball back in for Havens, a well-deserved rest for him. 33-28 Macomb in front of Kewanee here. Hogue on the inbound. Right court is Cooper Hobson. Martin with it in the front. Now to Watson. Right corner three at the buzzer. Missed it. Got it off in time. Hobson recovered it out of bounds. And it will be Kewanee basketball. 36-9 on the clock. 1 second difference in game clock and shot clock. 34-33. Kewanee can wind down this clock a little bit, even with the shot clock still on. Top of the key, Griff Hicks. Hicks to the right court. Down to 17 seconds. In the lane, the big man up, no good. Martinez couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Isaac Lineball. 9 seconds left. To Watson, down to 5 and 4. Watson pulls up for three. Buried it. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. 36-28, Macomb in front of Kewanee. After this, you're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
We're back in Kewanee, Illinois. A cold Saturday night, just after 7 o'clock now. Fourth quarter action here for you. The gym is nice and warm, though. Good basketball here, 36-28. Macomb trying to separate themselves their late fourth quarter from the Boilermakers, but Kewanee's definitely still in this thing. 36-28, and the fourth quarter starts with the Boilermakers in possession of the basketball. Into the front court for the Boilermakers. Dewante with it. Tapped around. Elby ahead to an open Nolan Hogue to go the distance. No. Right off the back iron to the basket. Couldn't drop. Ahead for the Boilermakers. Wide open layup. Good for Martinez. 36-30, and the lead is back at 6. Combs' largest lead of the night there was 8. .7:23 to go here in the contest. Hogue double teamed underneath. Can't get a layup to fall. Back out to Watson. Left court to Havens. Up. No good. Tapped back into the front court for Lineball and Watson. Bombers reset the offense here. 7 minutes to play in the contest. Back out at LB. Free throw line. Right corner Watson for three with 9 on the shot clock, and he buried it. And now the largest lead of the night is 9. 39-30. 3 threes in the second half for Drew Watson tonight. Back the other way for the Boilermakers. Knocked out of bounds. Stays with Kewanee. Robinson will return for the Boilermakers. 6:44. 39-30 here in the fourth quarter. Macomb trying to get out with a win tonight. Pick up their 14th win of the season. Corner three won't drop for the Boilermakers. Crowey able to get his own rebound in the right corner. Knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Boilermakers. 17 on the shot clock. 6:36 game clock. 39-30 Macomb in front almost by double digits. What do we got? We got an illegal screen. That'll be against Arjan, his third, team first. So it will be Bomber basketball now. 39-30, 6:23 to go in the ball game. Line ball to Watson, to Hogue, and back to Watson to the top of the key to reset. 19 on the shot clock and a foul. And that will be Kewanee's second team foul, so still 3 away from shooting any free throws. Both teams haven't shot any free throws in the second half yet. 5 and 4 are how many free throws each team has shot. Macomb with 4 on the night. Kewanee with 5. Watson out of bounds in front of their own bench. And into the backcourt will find Isaac Lineball as we hit the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Lineball right front court. Ahead to Watson, to the basket, to Hogue to put it up and in. 41-30. Hogue's got 7 now. And the Bombers' lead is double digits. Robinson, left front court, drive to the basket, missed it. Rebound Hogue. Hogue to Lineball. 5:40 to play in the contest. Clock will keep winding down here. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 5:30 game clock. Havens at the top of the key with it. Right front court now with it. Hogue, left corner now is Isaac Lineball. 10 seconds to shoot. Lineball drives, right corner, Havens 3, missed it. Off the corner of the rim and no good. 5:10 to play in the ballgame, 41-30. Stripped away from the Boilermakers by Nolan Hogue. Hogue trying to go all the way, puts it up and in. 43-30. Into the front court now for the Boilermakers. Really got to get something going now. They're running out of time here. 4:45 to play. Ball's loose on the floor. Elby's got a hand on it. And the Bombers able to recover it. Jeremy Anderson says timeout. Full timeout Bombers, 43-30. 4:45 left in the contest. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College. Visit spoonrivercollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Jeremy Anderson with 2 timeouts left on the night here. Kewanee still with 4. 4:45 left in the contest. 43-30 Bombers looking for win number 14 on the year. Watson will be the inbounder with 4:45 left in the ballgame. Hogue to Watson, back to Watson. And they'll cross the timeline with it. Line ball in the right front court for the Macomb Bombers. And he's fouled. Isaiah Ince, his second, team third for the Boilermakers. So out of bounds for the Bombers here in front of their own bench. Hogue to be the inbounder. Looking to the backcourt, line ball will bring it up. 4.5 to play in the contest here. Double-digit lead for the Macomb Bombers on the road tonight in Kewanee. Right to the basket. Watson off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Boilermakers. They'll go the other way with it. Martinez to Ince at the top of the key. Did he travel? Yes, he did. And Boilermakers can't find anything to go their way right now. 43-30 Bombers. And it'll be out of bounds for Macomb. Kellen Martin, the inbounder this time. A lot of pressure in the backcourt. Watson will bring it up for the Macomb Bombers. 4:08 to play in the game. Coming up next, a Sports Corner at 1:24 postgame report. Quick recap, and then we'll see if we get Jeremy Anderson up here. Not sure. Believe it's going to be a very quick postgame show tonight so we can get everybody on the road and out of here as the weather is still snowy outside. So probably a quick postgame recap in the postgame show presented by Sports Corner at 124. Under 4 minutes to go here in the contest. 43-30 Bombers. Hogue at the top of the key with a drive. Back left corner for Carter Havens. Back out right front court. Now to the right corner for Kellen Martin under some pressure. Trips to Hobson to beat the buzzer. He does, but he missed it. 3:30 to go now. Right corner for Martinez, trying to go all the way. Underneath the hoop, missed it, tapped around, and Nolan Hogue able to recover it. 3:20 to go. Watson to bring it up the floor for the Macomb Bombers. Final visit for Watson to the Boilermaker contest here in this gym. And Macomb, were they able to get the timeout before the jump ball? They were. Another good discipline moment there for the Bombers. Called the timeout before the jump ball. And it'll be a full timeout called by Jeremy Anderson. Again, final game of the week for Macomb. A shortened week. Was supposed to be 3, ended up being 2. We're back with 2 games next week. Bushnell Prairie City Monday night. Short 20-minute drive across the county. And then Havana at home on Friday at the Hangar. Those are the only 2 next week. And then we head into February. Give you a quick glance ahead of what lies ahead in February. We'll go to Rock Ridge on February 3rd. That's a Tuesday night. South Fulton at Astoria that Friday, February 6th. And then a trip to Chillicothe to play IVC on February 7th. IVC, if you remember, back when Macomb made the state tournament in 2006. IVC also played in that same state tournament, Jim Thornton's team, and they would end up playing for a state championship that year, IVC. So Macomb and IVC, a little bit of a history. Didn't play each other in the postseason that year, but played in the same arena come state tournament time. Watson out in the front court out of Jeremy Anderson's full timeout. Right front court is Cooper Hobson. 43-30 Bombers here on the road. Kellen Martin at the top of the key. 2:55 to go. Hobson to the basket. Up, no good. Tapped around. Recovered by the Boilermakers. 2:40 to go in the contest. Ince at the top of the key to Hicks. And a foul against Drew Watson, his first of the evening. Team first as well. So 43-30, it will stay Boilermaker basketball. 2:42 left in the ball game. Macomb trying to get to win 14. It looks good right now, but again, still a little bit left in the contest. Right corner 3, good for Griff Hicks. And the lead cut to 10. Offensive foul against Drew Watson and the Bombers. Back to Kewanee. So back-to-back fouls against Watson. His second, team second as well. So out of bounds here for the Boilermakers. 2:25 left in the ball game, 19 on the shot clock. Left corner now for Crowey. Crowey for 3, buried it. 43-36. Here come the Boilermakers. The comeback starting now. Martin under pressure in the backcourt. 2:05 to play in the ball game. 29 on the shot clock and a foul in the front court. That one against Crowey, his 4th. So that team 5th, and now Macomb in the bonus as we play out the rest of the evening. The first one up for Martin. He got it, 44-36. Second one is up. He missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound Boilermakers. 2 minutes left in the ball game. 44-36 Bombers. Left front court for Chris Crowey. He'll switch with Ince. Down to 1:50 to play. Ince, top of the key, in the lane. Back out Crowey. Ahead to Martinez to the basket. Wide open look. Got it. 44-38. 4 points for Martinez on the night. Kewanee still hanging around. Watson's got to get it in here quickly. Almost a 5-second violation. Hogue able to stave it. 1:27 to go in the ball game. 44-38 Bombers. Macomb with 1 timeout remaining in the ball game. It was a 10-point lead just a little bit ago, double digits in this fourth quarter, and the Boilermakers fight their way right back into this thing. 1:10 to go, 15 on the shot clock. Line ball, drives to the hoop, and he's fouled. So Martinez will pick up his first, and Line ball will get 2 free throws. 4 points on the night for Line ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The first one on the way, missed it. Off the back iron, and no good. 44-38, 67 seconds left in this ball game. The second one up, got it. 1 of 2 goes Line ball. 45-38 Bombers. To the basket for the Boilermakers. Miss, put back in. Good for Martinez. 30-second timeout. Dayton Ince, 45-40. And it's going to be a tight one down the stretch here. 53 seconds left. 45-40 here. Under a minute to play in this ball game. It looked like Macomb was going to have it locked up. And then the Boilermakers, with about 2 minutes left in the ball game, dropped a couple of threes, 2 threes, and then Martinez, 6 points here in this fourth quarter alone tonight. That's all he's got, leading the effort. 12 points in this fourth quarter from Kewanee. Outscoring Macomb right now 12-9 here in the fourth. 53-5 left in the ball game, 45-40. Macomb hanging around by 5. Out of bounds, Kellen Martin will be the inbounder behind the basket. Into Carter Havens. Got to go all the way down the floor, and a foul called in the backcourt. That against Griff Hicks, his third. So that will send Carter Havens to the free throw line for Macomb. 50.5 left in this ball game. The first one on the way, got it. It's good. 46-40, remains a 2-possession game for Macomb. Up 6. This will make it 7. The second one up, they got it. 47-40. Havens goes 2 of 2. And it's Macomb by 7 now. 50.5 left. Ince will bring it up the floor for the Boilermakers. Right corner is Hicks. Hicks to Ince in the right corner. 29 on the shot clock, 40 seconds on the game clock. In the lane, scoring a foul for the Boilermakers. Arjan puts it up and in. 47-42. Line ball will pick up his foul, team third. This will make it a 3-point play here. 47-43, cuts the lead to 4 if he makes it. 40 seconds left in the ball game. The first and only free throw is good. We're back to a 4-point game. (47-43). Havens in the front court with it. Double team. Hogue. Left corner is Watson. 25 on the shot clock. Double teamed. Macomb does have a timeout left and they need it. Finally a foul at the 24.5 second mark. Sloppy basketball there from the Bombers. And the pressure defense from the Boilermakers. Big free throws here for Isaac Lineball. Got to make these. First one up, he made it. Around the rim and good, 48-43. We're back at a 5-point lead. The second one up for line ball, got it. Lead is 6, 49-43. 24 seconds left in this ball game. Martinez, the inbounder in the backcourt. Up to Ince, waits to grab it. Now he does. Clock will start. 21 seconds left. No shot clock. Ball knocked out of bounds. Havens to go the distance. Swatted away into the hands of Cooper Hobson. Back into the front court with 12 seconds left. Drew Watson's fouled. That'll be Griff Hicks' 4th personal foul for the Boilermakers. And Drew Watson can likely lock up this game for Macomb here with free throws with 12.4 left in the ball game. First free throw up, got it. 50-43. Macomb by 7. One more here with 12 seconds left in the ball game. 50-43. The second one up. Got them both. 51-43. We got a 30-second timeout called by Kewanee with 12.4 left. Again, we'll have a very quick post-game show tonight. Not sure if we'll talk with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson or not. Again, trying to be quick to get everybody on the road and out of here as continues to, we got some the winter weather still happening outside, so we'll make it quick, go over through some quick numbers and more. 51-43 here with 12 seconds left in this ball game. Macomb looking to survive here, pick up their 14th win of the season, and they'll be 14-7 heading into next week if all goes well in these final 12 seconds. But right now the lead looks big enough to get out of here with a win. Officials tells Griff Hicks of Kewanee, you have the entire baseline to run. 12 seconds left. Inbound to Ince. Down to 10 seconds. Got to get a shot off here quick. Left corner 3 on the way with 6 seconds left. No good. Put back Martinez. No good. Knocked around, up, and a foul with 1.1 left in the ball game. That'll be Nolan Hogue, his second, team 4th. And they're heading for the exits in Kewanee tonight. 2 free throws here to end this game with 1 second left. First one up and no good. Have one more here. 51-43, the Bombers in front. The second one on the way. It's good. 51-44. Watson will be the inbounder for the final second of the game, and that'll do it. 51-44. Macomb will survive the late quarter comeback from the Kewanee Boilermakers and walk out of here a winner. 14-7 on the year now as they head into some conference games next week. But a nice way to close this week and the lengthy amount of road games that has been the month of January for the Macomb Bombers. We head to the Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. Give you some final numbers here. Nolan Hogue getting some greeting from the Kewanee faithful here, telling him good game there. But Macomb able to survive here. 14-7 are the Macomb Bombers on the year now. 51-44, your final score. We'll take a short break, back with final numbers and more from Kewanee. After this, you're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back with you here in Kewanee, Illinois, the 2-1-2 as the banner reads just across the floor here tonight. Macomb able to survive and get out of here with a win. Double digits there in that fourth quarter, and Kewanee puts up a great push in the final couple of minutes. But Macomb able to survive. Hey, we went 2-0 against the Boilermakers today. The Illini beat Purdue, and Macomb beats Kewanee. So good stuff. Final numbers here for you on our post-game report presented by Sports Corner at 124, located at 124 Southside Square. In Macomb, 9 points tonight for Nolan Hogue, 6 for Nick Elby, 7 for Isaac Lineball, 8 for Carter Havens, 4 from Kellen Martin, and Drew Watson leads Macomb tonight with 17, including 3 3-balls in the second half. Those were big in that third quarter. Those are the final numbers for Macomb. For the Kewanee Boilermakers, Robinson was 6 tonight, Ince with 3, 7 for Griff Hicks. Crowe adds 8. 8 points was enough to be the leading scorer tonight. Him and Aiden Arjan for the Boilermakers both have 8. 3 for Slaver there, Liam Slaver, and 6 for Martinez. 44 in total. Quarter scores 12-9 Macomb after 1. All square at 22 at half. Macomb 36-28 after 3, and in the end, Macomb wins it 51-44. Macomb now 14-7 on their campaign this year. 2 games next week, Bushel Prairie City and Kewanee. We're going to wrap things up here early tonight and make it a quick post-game report there as we want to get everybody on the road and out of here tonight because we have a lengthy drive back to Bomber Country tonight. So we'll be back with you on Tuesday night in Bushel Prairie City for Macomb and Bushnell. Want to congratulate, too, our girls basketball team. They're having senior night on Monday night. They'll play Farmington and at the hangar. So best wishes to them. Unfortunately, have to miss that one due to a school board meeting. So I did want to say congratulations to our senior girls. Great season. They're having a great one. Got a nice win today. 14-9 on the season are the Lady Bomber basketball team. So Coach Elby and the girls, congratulations. Best wishes Monday night against Farmington. Wish I could be there. And then, you can come up. Coach Anderson is going to make his way up, so he came out pretty quick, so we'll get him up here. But congratulations to our girls basketball team. They're having a good year, 14-9. And then also we'll have results from swimming tonight on our social medias. Try to get that out there for you, get a couple of results in there. Wrestling did not travel today to Orion. Otherwise, we would have had that final score for you as well, but they did not travel as that was a 2-day event, and with the cancellation of school yesterday and the weather, they did not travel. So swimming is the only other event on the schedule today, and we'll get those results out on our social media as we can here. Jeremy Anderson going to make his way out and around and up the stairs and through the door. He's got to go around and get up here, and now I got my... We got it tangled here. You can sit here, Rich. We'll just do that. If I can untangle the cord here real quick and get this figured out. You can go this side, Coach. Coach Anderson will squeeze on in here. Good there, Rich. Well, Coach, I know we kind of anticipated 3 really good games this week. It ends up being just 2. And this one, another good one for us tonight, 51-44 the final. And Kewanee, a nice team. We knew that coming in. Last time we visited here, it was a tough game that year. We went to the Elite Eight, lost that one. But nice to get a win in a tough place to play.
Absolutely. I thought this week, we talked about it early in the week, that we were looking at 3 really, really tough games, and we were going to learn a lot about our guys. We were going to learn a lot about our cohesion, right, because they were going to be really tough situations. And so the 2 games that we played, I think we passed a lot of those tests that we were worried about, right? And not just winning the games. Winning the games is great. But when things got really tough, we made plays, right? Defensively, we made plays in the Canton game that probably got us back into the game. Tonight, finally, we started to get some stops when we weren't real urgent on defense, I didn't think, in the first half of the game and let it be 22-22 at halftime. Now, down the stretch of the game, we did have some silly boneheaded plays that let them get some baskets, but made some huge free throws, right? Got some possessions there where we were able to get a couple of buckets and put the game away. But, yeah, big week, 2 huge wins. Really proud of the guys, the way they battled, right? Because either one of those games comes right down to the end. And, man, we showed a lot of guts in both games.
Yeah, as you mentioned in the pregame show, this time of year, these particularly when you have these kind of subsectional wins like we had on Monday night with Canton, and then obviously Kewanee may not be in our subsectional, but they're in the opposite one from us.
Yeah.
You know, these are big wins.
Oh, right. And Kewanee's rated really high, right, in that other side, right up there with Kewanee. And they're well deserving to be. They're a really tough team to guard. You know, they got a lot of guys that are very aggressive, right, whether they're looking to get shots or they're very aggressive on the offensive glass also. I thought we had trouble with them on the offensive glass tonight, which is something that we ordinarily don't have much trouble with. But we got to get our guards to be more aggressive rebounders on the defensive end, to have that urgency about putting possessions away that tonight we really didn't have. But Kewanee's aggressiveness makes that really, really tough to do. But I think we have the guys that are willing to do it. It's just we have to remember and get that ingrained to do it a little bit better job of that. But there at the end, you know, we had a couple things that we didn't execute very well, that we haven't been over for a while, but they were really hound and drew. And so that's something that I need to go back and think about and say, okay, if they're really hound and drew, other guys need to step up into these different positions so we can alleviate some of that pressure and be able to get the ball in bounds and get it down the court, which we have other guys that are perfectly capable of doing that. We just haven't practiced it that way, and that's on me. I need to make sure we go back and do that when we're going to play teams that are really going to get up and pressure like that again.
Mr. Hustle, Carter Havens, a little trip up there at the third or fourth quarter. Can't remember quite when it was. I'm sure looked like when he got back out there, everything was okay. I'm sure everything all good there.
Yeah, the first thing he asked us when we went over there was, did it go in? He didn't even see the ball go in the basket. He made a huge play right there. And he made a big defensive play there at the end, too, where he ended up getting blocked down here, but he made the huge defensive play and got the ball back for us. And I think we actually ended up getting the ball off of the carom and then made a couple free throws. And, you know, I don't know what we were from the line. This says 10 for 14.
Yep.
Seemed like we missed 10, but some of them were, you know.
Yeah.
But we made some big ones. We made some big ones there to seal it too. So really proud of the guys. I thought it was a hell of an effort there. Put their guts on the line and come away with 2 big wins this week.
All right, we're back at it next week. 2 local games. Bushel Prairie City back to our home away from home a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of games over there this year. Going to play BPC again and then Havana on Friday. Give us kind of a quick little preview.
Yeah,
of
I've
them.
seen some of Havana there recently, and they have a nice team. They really do. They got some big, strong dudes that are going to cause us some matchup problems. And so we're going to have to make sure that we're ready to guard and we're ready to execute. We've got to be mentally focused through the entire game, not just the middle third of it, right? We're going to have to make sure that we're ready to guard and run our stuff because they're going to really pose us some challenges. So that's at least that's a home game, right?
Yep.
So we can go back home and enjoy that.
Yep. Well, Coach, I said coming into today that I wanted to see 2 Boilermaker teams get defeated.
Yeah, that's
coming
awesome.
in, we got here. I listened to the Illini went on the way in, checked the box there, and then we checked the box.
We
here.
We were coming from Dunlap from the 8th grade regional game that they won. So it's Cohen and myself, Pedro, and Karlinski. We're all coming home, right? Bentley's with us. That was awesome. And so we stopped to eat. We're listening to the game. We hopped back in the car. And we head this way, and we're all excited, you know, listening to the game. And so it was a lot of fun for us to, you know, kind of a bonding moment between the 4 of us to listen to that all the way here. And we sat in the parking lot because we were a little bit ahead of the bus. We sat in the parking lot and listened to the end of it. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And this is a good win for us. I know the last 2 times we've been here, we walked out here with a loss.
Yep.
I know that the year we went to the Supers, we did not play very well up here that night at all. And then I think the time before that, we got run right out of this building. I'd have to go back and look at the books for sure, but this was a really good win.
Well, Coach, very good. We'll see you Bushel Prairie City on Tuesday night.
Man, thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you later.
Yep. All right, that's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our postgame report. Final score presented by Clugs and Tibbetts Funeral Home, 51-44. The Bombers win it. Win number 14 on their campaign. This broadcast has been an exclusive presentation of Bomber Sports Network, produced under the broadcasting rights for the private use of our audience. Any other use of the broadcast or presentation without the express written consent A BSN is prohibited. Our sports director, Justice Keene, Rich Fowler handling station engineer work and camera duties with us here this afternoon in Kewanee. Thank you to everybody out there. Be safe the rest of the weekend. Get in where it's warm and be safe through the winter weather that Mother Nature's thrown at us. Again, your final score, Macomb wins at 51-44. We'll see you Tuesday night in Bushnell, Illinois. The Battle of McDonough County, Macomb and BPC. Until then, good night from Kewanee. Macomb wins it 51-44. Good night and go Bombers.